class. We're going to start, this is sometimes called working from death backwards. So Nadav's not aware of the knife until he feels it going into his body. So he can even go with the eyes closed. Once he feels it, he's trying to move so the blade is flat. We're not continuing the work at this point. We're working on the body motion. You see how Nadav is turning his whole body. So, right? And I start initially with just the easy stabs. Those are the simplest ones. And I work all the way around the body and go through. Then, stay up here. Then I can start to work different angles. Now he's got there, yeah. Make sure you're moving your whole body, and I can start to work with the blade. He's just trying to move it flat. Try not to get, do that again this way. You don't want this big gap, because I'll be able to turn the knife. You want to get it nice and tight up against the body, right? So in, I want it there, not here. This lets him start to twist. Here, not so much. And then I can start to work against the flat of the blade. But no hands at this point. Just moving. So the next part of the progression is, as I move, I'm going to trap. Trapping across the wrist and the hand. Staying relaxed so I suck up all the surface area. And now I can start to work against the knife. Right? In, this way. There. And back to the earlier part too, as the knife is getting pushed in, I want to minimize the damage. I have more organs to my left. If I turn this way, I'm putting more organs in front of the stab. I want to start to, for my first motion, start to work the knife to come back out of the body. I'm already in a bad situation. I want to try to minimize and not make it as bad. And I trap, and I work. So we're working just from contact. Next drill, we'll start to add movement, right? So. So, because I got a bad knee today, we're going to do a movement class, which is the way we should work. So the previous drill was working from contact. Now we want to start to move before contact. So as the knife comes in, he's going to avoid, and he's still trying to get that blade nice and flat to the body. Right? Still no hands. Right? I'm trying to turn the whole body. I don't want any bending or twisting. Then you can start to add in slashes and other movements. Grab partner, have fun, change up. Turning our body, we weren't using our hands, so that way we could focus on our body positioning and range and whole body movement. We want to start to include our hands, but we're going to do a step in between. So often once we start to use hands, we stop using the lower body. So for this, all I really want you to do is raise your hands and start to move and see as you turn, start varying the attacks a little bit, that your arms just end up in the right place if I keep them on my dinner plate. Basically, we eat where we're comfortable, so I'm most relaxed where I'm comfortable. As I keep my hands here, and as I start to turn my whole body, my arms move in relation to Nadav and to the knife. Really, my hands just are kind of moving across the plate a little bit, from entree to vegetable, occasionally for wine or water, but most of it is just there. And by turning my body, I'm evading and setting up for my counterattacks. But right now, I don't worry about that. I just want to study. Like, it's almost like magic that as I move my body, my hands move almost always into positions that I can start to work from, right? You notice my hands are pretty much staying within the framework of my body. And they're just moving up and down a little bit. So give that a try, and then we'll start to count, right? But we're gonna speed it up. Just do the best that you can. You're still not really counterattacking at this point. Just see where your arms are at. Do a lot of foot movement. My job is to be continuous and smooth in my motions. If he's struggling, I should slow down a little bit. If he's totally not struggling, I should speed up. I want to keep him challenged, but working in a good place. Right? In. He's doing pretty well. Go. If I never get him, then I'm going too slow. Focus on your breathing. See your breathing speeding up a little bit. Too much. Good. Go. So the close work, which we'll get to, lets me start to work. We want to start working at a closer range. The reality is, throughout a confrontation, sometimes we're going to be farther out, sometimes closer in. We want to make sure that so often when we just do the drill we tend to stay at a far distance. We feel a little bit safer and more comfortable. Whether that's true or not is debatable. But so in this drill, we're going to force ourselves to stay very close. I want to stay roughly an arm's distance away. The Dom, because I'm not really moving, not charging in, but he's going to be moving the knife. I'm trying to mostly use my body, very little arm, and no counterattack. So as he starts to move, I'm just live, dead. Right? I want to. Stay close. I'm getting touched. I'm not going to be perfect. So, by taking away our arms, we're studying on how to use our body. That means if we go back and we start to use our arms here in a minute, if we continue to use our body well, then we should get touched less and less, and our chances of survival increase. So we're not looking at this as to be the realistic or exactly how I'm going to work. This is how I start to use my feet and my body in a close situation, right? And then we start to work other things, right? Give that a try. So the next part of the progression is he's gonna work in close, how far, arms are gonna be up. They start to explore all the different ranges. He's still not working against me yet. That's the very next drill. But you want to start to understand when can you come in. Here is the attacker. Both hands should be up. They should be moving. I like to change a lot. I try to use my non-dominant hand at least 50, if not 60% of the time. So I start to train that part of my body, more footwork, right? And so still, this drill is still stacked against him because he's not working against me. He's doing well, so I should speed up a little bit. Right? Have fun. You see he's moving in and out, exploring all the different ranges and when to enter. Good? Now he's going to slow down so I can study a little bit. We can add speed later. But I want to, you'll be continuous in your motion, but slower. And I start to explore where my attacks are at. If nothing else, always escape. And just because he's attacking doesn't mean I have to do a counter immediately. I wait for the best time. The last drill was showing us hopefully when to move in and when not. We're still going to explore that. So as he's in, avoid and escape a few times, right? And then look to see where the best opportunity is at. Right? You can also start to see where my strikes are at, movements. Elbow adjustment.